Welcome back to True Crime and Tarot. Oh my God. I did it again. See, I've been saying this for too long. Welcome back to Crime Time with Jess. So, um, cheers. It's Friday night. You guys know what time it is. This is cut up night. This is cut up time. This is let's chat it out. Okay. So I have a guest coming on. I have my best friend coming on, my male best friend. My female best friend is in Virginia. She's camping. She's in her element, she says. So I'm waiting for you lovely people to tune in before I tell you my good news. So good news. But I'm not going to share it while nobody's watching. Because what good is that? The only good that's going to do is the replay clue. There is something in my drink. Is there something in my drink? Jesus, there is. I think something in my drink. So I'm a D in it tonight. This is not a real gun. It's not a real. Well, it's a real gun, but it's a BB gun. For some reason, I don't know why. Call me crazy, if you will, but I don't know. I can't lock my garage door. My significant other is a freaking construction worker, a general contractor. He won't put a lock on me to lock this, and I'm out here at 132. I don't live in a bad neighborhood. I just follow and report on true crime. So I'm extra, crazy. Hi, Lisa. Lisa Jones in the house. Yes, Lisa. I'm coming Medea style because you just never know. You know what? You know why I do this? This is crazy. And again, that's a BB gun. That is a BB gun. Okay. But I remember this true crime story where these people were in their garage and they were like super friendly and had a bunch of neighbors. Hi, mom. And they would keep their garage door open and they would chill. And like their neighbors, like all knew them. Everybody was all friendly. And so they would keep it open. Like all their neighbors would like come over and check in. And hey, Cynthia. And they would like sit on the couch with them, watch a little TV outside and stuff. One night, this little crazy ass guy 19 years old, decided he was going to go on a little killing spree. So he done killed his girlfriend and killed girlfriend. Can you tell I've had some bourbon? But he killed his girlfriend and then ran up in these people's garage and they didn't even know him. They were perfect strangers to him. He ran up in their garage. They were sitting out there like a good little happy neighborhood couple that they were. And he stabbed them and did all types of things. So for some reason, I got this weird gut feeling that somebody's lurking around my neighborhood, around my house. Medea, okay? But it's only a BB gun, so ain't nobody gonna die. Somebody might lose a kneecap or a little part of it, but ain't nobody gonna die. But either way, I feel protected that way. Okay? So, hi. Jerry, girl, it ain't even still Friday. I know, but if you haven't, this is my rule, Jerry, on the weekends. If you haven't gone to bed yet, it's still Friday. I haven't gone to bed yet. It is still Friday to me until I go to bed and wake up. It'll be Saturday when I wake up. That's how I work. Okay. And what time is it? 1:35. It's still Friday on the West Coast. Look at that, Jer. See? Boom. Hit you. And you know what? Oh, let me show you. Because Erica is quite pleased with you being a fan. So I'm glad you're in here. Because I sent a screenshot to her. My phone's on. I always keep my phone on charge, but I do. But I sent her a screenshot of your little chat. And I said, you have a fan. Okay. There's Erica. All right. So she said, oh my God. She's cracking up on this. All right. She said, oh my God, that's funny AF. I was a star of the show. Apparently, I took right over. She said, tell him my whole life story and shit. And she put the monkey with the hiding eyes. And then I said the rest of your comments. She said, God, I was just rambling on. She was laughing. She said, we need to go back on and watch that video. She said, because I don't know what we were saying. This is my best friend. Okay. Because this is how we are. Like me and Erica, We have been lifelong best friend partners. We have been drinking buddies. She's been to the birth of my children. Um, we have watched, unfortunately, so sadly, I watched her husband pass away. Um, but she has seen me through a divorce. We have just been there through it all. So, like I said, a sister, not really a friend, you know. Jerry, I want her to come back and hang out sometime. She will. She will. Actually, she was so excited about your comment. We talked on the phone about it. And I was like, you don't have to be at my house because we live about 30 minutes from each other. Okay, but you got to understand Delaware people. You have to understand the Delawareans. We don't like to drive. We don't like to go far. Like I live in Dover. So I live in the city. This is the capital of Delaware, right? So I can go 5-10 minutes and everything's there. And this is my big news, you guys. Okay? So, like I said, I can go anywhere and be at any type of store, grocery store, casino, anything. Okay? In like 5-10 minutes. So tonight, me and Tyler went to the casino. I won $200. I was all happy about it. I won. I was like, oh my God. I had a bunch of mermaids. I don't even know what I was playing. I don't even know what I was playing. I really don't. But all these mermaids came up. All this money came up. It was like showering across the screen. I felt special. Them machines will reel you in. And let me tell you something. The other side of my family, they are gamblers. So, you know, um, yeah, there are some gambling fools. Not fools. They're not fools, but just gamblers. So I'm about to bring my friend up. I'm about to bring my little buddy up. Invite guests. Yeah, I've never done this on Ustream. I do that, and then here, and then that. That's my first time ever doing that. I don't know if that's right, Austin, but this is for Austin only, please. I do think that we are going to do a little bit of a call-in show because that'll be fun. I love the call-in shows, even though I did acquire a stalker the last time I did that, which was just freaking awful. And he called me every day after that, every day until Tyler blocked him. Tyler had to take the phone and was like, what do you want? Why are you blocked? He got blocked. I don't, Tom is his name. Okay, it wasn't fun, Jerry. There was no fun in that. If you see a guy, you guys, in anybody else's live streams and start asking them about their tattoos, it's Tom. Tom's got a tattoo fetish. There's all kinds of fetishes. Jim Terry, the PI, can tell you probably about every fetish that there is, but people have all kinds of fetishes, and tattoos are one of them. And Tom has the fetish. So, Jerry, he had a crush. He did. He did, but I don't listen, Tom, if you're watching this live stream, don't be coming to my house, sir. I'm a D in it tonight. Maybe I'm feeling you. I'm feeling something. Don't come to my house, sir. Your kneecaps will not walk away the same way they walked up. So anyway, here's Austin. Where's the link, Jessica? Christ. Austin, I put it up there for you. Oh, Mom, you're starting to greet people in my chat now. Do you want to be a mod, Mom? Is this your way of applying for a moderator? Mom, you know what, Mom? You should come up. You should come up because everybody would like to hear your thoughts. How would you feel, Mom? All right, hold on. Lisa Jones, no stalkers. I would have lost it. I didn't lose it because if you are going to put yourself out on YouTube this way, like I am, you see my face, you see my name, you guys see my family, you see my friends, literally everything. You really do have to expect stuff like that. You have to expect people are going to try to dox you. People try to comfort you. You're going to have some weird people that, tarot destroyer trolls that come in, people that try to have some kind of crazy obsession with you. You really do have to expect things like that. Even for a little old person like me, like a little itty bitty channel like myself that only has 2,000 subscribers, out of those 2,000 people, I know a majority of them, but I don't know all of my 2,000 subs. I don't know. I mean, even you guys. Like, I know you guys, Lisa Jones, Jerry, but do I know y'all? I don't talk to you out on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So you never know how people are. And it just as a person that follows your crime, if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna have my little BB gun with me, and you try to come through my door, you're gonna miss an elbow. You might be missing an eye. I don't know. And that is a joke to my best friend Austin. He's blind in one eye. What are you talking about, Mom? Jessica, stop waving that BB gun. People just coming in might think it's real. It is not real. It is a BB gun. Do I need, you know what do I have this banner? If any, oh, this is about Dylan. Okay. Let me change the banner. I'm going to change the banner to the BB gun is not real. Okay. So people understand, Mom, because that is a good point. The BB gun, the BB gun is not real. We're going to put that in all caps to be super extra. So, where is that? Okay. There you go. Yeah. So we're going to switch that up. There you go. Happy. Pew, pew, pew. Lori Stout, but not everyone is as gorgeous as you. Lori Stout, you are a woman after my own heart. Please stop, or just continue. Just continue with your flattery, please. So anyway, okay, I gotta stop. I'll get way ahead of myself. Mom, can you see Dad like coming at me with my social butterflyness? Oh, there's the babe.
Hey guys.
Hi, babe. Hold on a minute. Okay, so sorry. I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed that show. But it's Tyler's going to bed. So, we had to have the little chitty chat, and then he's gotta, plant a bunch of PDA on me. Babe. Good night. We love you. Oh, my mom said yuck.
Friend, why are you always messing with me? Always, always, always.
If you guys didn't catch that, he said Fran. Mom, he called you Fran.
I've always called her Fran.
No, you haven't.
Yep.
No, you have not always called my mom Fran.
Fran and Francis.
You have
Love
not.
you.
Okay, love you, but that is not true. Where did he come up with this? Fran and Francis? No, he hasn't. But Mom, he's saying. Now I forgot what he said. Something about Fran. Oh, Fran, why are you always messing with me? Oh, you're leaving? Is my mom rage quitting the live stream? She is. Over Tyler's PDA. Too much. Too much for the Virgo mother. Good night, Mom. Have a good one. um, you know. You guys want to hear a crazy funny story? No, he is. No, he is. If you're about to have a public fight on my YouTube, no, you're not. You will not make me the fodder for clip channels, ma'am. So Glorinda, hello. What are we talking about? There's no topic, Glory. Open chat, open panel. I'm gonna have one of my best friends come up, and we're just gonna chat it up. Thank you, Mom. If you and Tyler want to have a little spout, you're gonna do it off my live stream. That's what you're gonna do. So my mother's about to go after Tyler for calling her Fran, apparently, and giving me a kiss goodnight. After 9 years, my mother has still not accepted my significant other. Is that a good sign or a bad one? But let me tell you something about my mom. She's never accepted anyone I've ever been with. I was highly offended by this for years until I realized, wait a minute, this lady doesn't think anyone's good enough for me. So I am now choosing to take her meanness towards my previous significant other as a compliment that maybe they just weren't good enough for me. I don't know. Oh, is that what it is, Mom? You could have told me that instead of having me think that you were just, your biggest fan is leaving. Dang it. She ain't going nowhere, Lisa. She ain't going nowhere. You know what? My daughter told me because my daughter and my mom are super close. Mom, don't say, don't say Callie. Like my daughter Callista and my mom are super close. And so my daughter will go over and like help my mom with groceries and things like that. And just, I don't know, they have their little relationship. But Callie tells me, she's like, Mom, every time I go over to Nana's, she has you playing on YouTube in the background. I'm like, at any given time? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, well, that's good for the ad revenue. Like, tell her to let the ads play out. That was my advice. That's all I got, Mom. Sorry. Yeah, see, for some reason, my mother has made up this nickname for my daughter, and we to this day have no idea why. It's not. It doesn't mean anything. But she's always called my oldest daughter Grunch, and then she calls my youngest daughter Grubbies. Now, I don't think that's a very attractive name, but she means it with love. So I just let her say it, like, okay, whatever. Lori, wish my pretty daughter had a decent man. They're rare, trust me. Listen, Tyler does not come without flaws, okay? So don't think that. He definitely does not. Maybe one day we'll talk about that. But who knows? Yeah. Austin, if you don't get your ass up here, I'm yelling at my best friend. Sorry. I can yell at my best friend. You guys can't yell at my best friend, but I can yell at my best friend. You guys can yell at your own best friend. I can't yell at your best friend. You understand? So, come on, Austin. Come on with it. We were literally just chatting. We just decided that it's on the screen. Hey, Google, resume volume 4. I was listening to some music tonight, y'all. You know what came on? Etta James. Etta James, Misty Blues. I've never heard that song before, and I fell in love. So, hey, Google, play Etta James, Misty Blues, Volume 5. Love this song. We're going to have it playing in the background. Mom, do you listen to Etta James? You didn't introduce me to this kind of music. But I think blues is my favorite, if I had to guess. I like a lot of blues. Austin, come on with it. Okay, you know what? We're about to call Austin since he's being ridiculous right now. And it's like he doesn't know how to operate a phone. This is what it's like to be my best friend. I will bitch about you openly, okay? But just know that I love you to death. We'll call Austin. What are you doing? Do you not know how to click a link? He's apparently busy. Apparently. What are you doing? This guy. Hi, Brenda.
Holy shit, my phone is slow as fuck.
What? Okay, can you not cuss on my live stream? What are you doing?
I'm on your live stream. I'm on the phone.
Okay, Lisa Jones is demanding that you get up on panel right now. And she wrote your name out. Austin, get up there.
I'm trying to load in now. My phone is slow as hell.
His flown. There's the bourbon. His phone is slow as hell. Austin, you're going to be dealing with me on bourbon. Can you handle it?
Jessica H. Christ.
Yeah, I think you can handle me.
Why wasn't I invited for bourbon?
You're invited for bourbon if you, Mom. Here, my mother is in the chat, Austin. Just so you know, I have no idea what she's doing up at 2:00 in the morning, but she is, and she's in the chat. And now that I'm talking to you and talking about the bourbon, now she's writing, "Oh my gosh," in the chat. So,
oh my Jesus!
Right, come on up, Mom. Just log off. It's fine. You got to leave this to your youngsters. We're not exactly young, but you have to do that. So, oh, my mom, the language, please. You know what? I would never make her a moderator. She would I would have no one watching me. Like 2 people. That's it. She'd probably time everyone out. She would be blocking people. I wouldn't even know it.
I gotta hang up on you to join this StreamYard link.
All right, well, come on with it then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bye. He's so enthused to come up here, okay? I'm going to wait for him to get up here. Mom, do not police my chat, please. This is the late night crew. This is the 2 a.m. crew. This is not the daytime crew. We can get it on, okay? We can talk about things. We can bourbon it and BB gun it up. And we can talk about all types of stuff. So please do not, Mom, I will time you out. You know what? I actually hope this makes it to a clip channel. If I have to time my own mother out, has anybody done that? Has anybody had to do that before? Has anybody had to time their own family members out or no? Especially the person like gave birth to you. Oh, there he is. Austin Christ. Austin, are you serious? Why is your name Austin Christ? And why are you not on camera?
You gave me that name.
Cigarette, and it's untoward to do that in front of people, even at 2 a.m. But why are you not on camera?
Because I hate cameras. Have you not met me before?
Yes, I've met you a lot of years of my life. Christ.
I'm also partaking in intoxicating substances. May I have some privacy, please and thank you?
Okay, before you get me arrested and my channel taken down, can you clarify?
Intoxicating substances could be possibly anything that is legal in some states.
Plant-like?
Of the foliage type.
Of the foliage type. Okay, fine. That's all you had to say. People might listen. We have legitimate meth addicts in the true crime community that go live, that get arrested weekly, okay, that have complete entire mental psychotic breaks. We have these people that are actually creators. So you have to clarify in this community what you're doing. If you're smoking some pot,
I'm falling asleep. That's what I'm doing, and you're over here slave driving me for your fame and fortune.
God. You're a white man. How dare you say that? How dare you? How dare you say that? Yeah,
I don't like to
driving you.
I don't like to be addressed as a white man. I am melanated challenged.
You're what?
Melanatedly challenged.
Oh, I thought it was called Malalan.
No,
Melanin.
I mean we
Okay,
could
well, how do
both
you
be
say it?
pronouncing it wrong, but I'm literally half asleep, so I have an excuse. You're half drunk, so you have an excuse.
You are a terrible co-host. You are not supposed to point these things out. Like, what the hell is
Didn't
wrong
you
with you?
just say there's the bourbon? Didn't you just say there's the bourbon? You just said that, not me.
Bourbon and a BB gun.
It's the Boybins. Oh,
I
you got alcohol and firearms? You're an American. I'm so proud of you
This
right
is the
now.
most American stream ever. Bourbon, a BB gun, just from a gut feeling that somebody may come into my garage, even though I live in a low crime area. And my best friend on a live stream won't show itself because he's smoking foliage. If this is not an American stream, I don't know what is. The only thing that would make this more American is if I was trying to obtain an abortion and somebody told me no. That's the only way we would get more American with this. Okay. Hey Google, Volume 3. Yeah.
P.S. Anyone in the state of Delaware, we're offering free of charge, might I add, free of charge. If anyone needs any escorts to the Planned Parenthood to get past the religious protesters, we'll do that just for the lulls.
We would. We absolutely would. I'll bring the BB gun, no problem. And we'll just help people get there to
The
take
way
out
that I'll
cells
ensure that nobody
forming in
will
their
come
body
near
that they
you.
don't want to.
Yeah, the way I'll ensure nobody will come near you is I'm just going to show up wearing nothing but a Speedo, and
Oh, you
that'll
clear
take
the
all.
whole place. That's all we need. I don't even need the BB gun. If you
Yeah,
if you if you show, if you show up in a Speedo, Austin, I swear to God, I really do think everybody would be like, okay, listen, okay, because here's what he's talking about. We have a Planned Parenthood right here in Dover, okay, an abortion clinic, right? But when do they do abortions, Austin? On Wednesdays or something? They have a specific day. I believe it's a Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday or something because this is when I usually see the protesters out there, yada yada. But it's like every Wednesday or something like that. But it's the church people, and they'll come out with these big posters, like save your child, you're going to hell, and all this kind of stuff. And people just like they'll run up on people. They're aggressive. And so, what me and Austin are now offering, allegedly, apparently, is that Austin will come in a Speedo. These people were literally scatter at the sight of his
the
foliage,
amount the amount of body
inside of his
hair,
banana hammock, and you have free entry into the place. That's what we're saying.
the amount of body hair that would be visible would just repel any human in eyesight range.
Exactly.
Yes.
No need for a BB
Am
gun.
I reading that that's a fake BB gun? It doesn't even shoot real BBs. It shoots fake BBs.
Well, these people are
Why do you
offended
have a
by what other people want to do with their womb. So I would assume they would also be offended by
no,
your
Jess?
choice of clothing.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be offended by me. I mean,
Nah, everybody can be offended. People are always offended. When are we gonna
people are
stop being
easily
offended by
offended.
every damn thing? Like seriously.
I don't know if people weren't offended as easily. I don't think I would be as amused as often as I am because it's usually
You know
pretty
what?
hilarious.
I used to be amused by that, but it's so old.
I don't know.
Like,
It's got to be people start clutching pearls at something that like
yeah,
oh
the pearl
my
clutchers really get me.
my
They're
my
like,
favorite moment of this week was being in this like really devout religious Jesus lady's house today. And I was playing this song that was screaming out, "The riverbeds will run red with the blood of the
Austin loves metal.
saints of the
Okay,
love
just so you
boat."
guys know.
So it was something like really, really, really horribly anti-Christian. And I was just blaring it in her house, painting away happily. She's like 80 years old.
Lisa Jones is saying, and Lisa's one of my faves here. Okay, Miss Lisa Jones is a Leo. Austin, I will just have you ladies know that Austin is a single man, and if he would cam up, I could
The
sell him better.
starting the
I could
starting
sell him better.
bid the
But
starting
he's
bid
a single
is
man.
one Whopper with cheese.
And he's a Libra. But listen, Austin, Lisa Jones is a Leo. And she's going to agree to disagree. And
Mrs. Jones!
You're getting serenaded, ma'am. You know what? Agree to disagree. Okay. Molly Drake, I make it a point to offend at least one person a day. Molly, you are Austin's kind of person. No. Brenda, hey. We can absolutely. I love the way that let's put Lisa's comment up. I love the way that Lisa said that, because that's a perfect way. If you don't agree with somebody, do you really need to get in a fight with that person? Because do you think that you're going to change their mind? You're not. You're not. So this is the perfect thing. We agree to disagree. Bye. You think this way, I think that way. We're not going to agree on it. So let's talk about something else.
I could say a bunch of things on that, but they're probably not things you want me saying on a live stream. But why do you even invite me on these things? Everything I say is something against a community standard somewhere. I would have been executed in like most countries just for the shit that I've said throughout my life.
Oh, look, here's the PI. The PI's made an appearance. NorCalGirl, come on up.
Infection. What?
Hi, NorCalGirl. Look at Jim. Look at Jim Terry. Let's put him on up here. What's Jim got to say, the PI? I am so glad she is no longer wearing tank tops. And why is that, Jim? Do I have extra fat skin for a 41-year-old? Do I not look like a 41-year-old that could be on top of a pyramid? Like Candace?
Hey, Jim.
Why is that,
I'm
Jim?
going to be wearing some Speedos to the Planned Parenthood if you want to check that out.
It's been broiling over. Also, if you can hold on a second. Come on, Jim. Hi, NorCalGirl. How are you?
Good. I'm sorry. I've never used stream before, so I'm trying to figure what I'm doing right.
You're talking.
First time user.
Jerry, what is Jim Terry doing? I don't know. Ask Jim. That is Jim's. Oh, that's Jim's. Jim, why when anyone asks you something about the case that's actually relevant, like your answer is always, I don't know. Why don't you go ask them? Why don't you go ask Candace?
I got a bigger question. Why is this guy going on YouTube at like 2:00 in the morning to try to like appearance shame women or something like that? Like, do you really? I'm certain there is a rope and a sturdy tree somewhere just calling your name, bud.
Yeah. We're just gonna take him to task. That's all. So he can come right on up. Man, it ain't no thing.
I'm just questioning the man's character. That's the only thing I care about.
Well, you act like
he's
I'm
not.
and I surely am not. Come on up,
he doesn't display very good character here with his little.
No, of course he doesn't. This is why he has issues. Jim, you don't understand.
Can you guys hear
somehow, me? I don't know how you don't. Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, NorCal. Yeah. But no, here's what Jim doesn't understand. Jim doesn't understand that being a PI, and I'm not a PI, but I still understand this.
A penal inspector?
I think he might be, Austin. Jim, is that what you are? A penal inspector? Because it feels that way. So NorCalGirl hopped off. I think she's had enough of our nonsense at this point. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you, Austin. You'll kill this whole chat. And this is probably why I brought you on. Who knows? But either way, Jim really doesn't understand what it is to be a PI. He just doesn't get it. Like if somebody, okay, let's set the scenario. Let's set the scenario, Austin. Okay, so your daughter is stolen. Your daughter is stolen. Okay, you are looking for a PI to find out what the hell happened to your kid, right? NorCalGirl, you can come on up. Sorry, Jim wanted to make his little appearance when you came up, so kind of got a little shoddy there. But either way, Austin's daughter's missing. You see Jim Terry, he's big and mouthy and blah, blah, blah. So you're like, you know what? I think this guy can get some results. Let's hire him. You hire him. What does he do? He decides to go on YouTube and tell all of YouTube the information that he found out about your daughter, that your daughter's gay. She's having an affair with like a 60-year-old woman. And all this shit. So the family's like, yeah, no, dude, you're not gonna like work for us anymore or represent us. We're not affiliated with this dude anymore. But he's still doing the rounds on YouTube. Jim, I would love to know why you're still doing that. Because I feel like this is PR for your business. And I don't know what your business is, but
it doesn't sound like he has much of a life. I mean, it's 2:00 in the morning.
He's actually got a lot of a life. He does. He's got a lot of character. He's got a lot of charisma. He's got a lot of assholeness because that's who he is. But I just want to know, like, you were fired. So why? Why come on? Like, what is the what? Like, leave it alone. Walk away. Get away from the case. They fired you publicly.
Bad boy, drop it.
Exactly. Like, back away from the cake. Back away from the cake. You're 200 over pounds. Please back away from the cake. And if you guys think that I am making, like body shaming things, I'm not exactly the thinnest person. Okay. I should probably also back away from the carbs, but that's a different topic. So, Jerry, who's Lolo? Oh, Lolo. All the very personal information. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it's just unnecessary because if you're a PI, your information goes to the family and it goes to law enforcement. It doesn't go to social media. Okay. So, it just is kind of like, well, of course they parted ways with you. Of course they got rid of you. Like, what did you think they were going to do? Did you really think that they were going to let you go all around YouTube and just spew your bullshit? And, like what? That's not, your information. And actually, I'm going to tell you something, Jim, since you're watching. Let me choose my words carefully here. There's information that you definitely have gotten correct. There is information that you definitely have gotten incorrect. Okay. Oh, if anyone wants an update, and Jim, maybe you can give it to us because I can't. I called Jay's Transport today to just make sure that Sierra wasn't in the Arby's line, like you said. And unfortunately, on Jay's attorney's advice, he couldn't share that information. So I don't know if Sierra is still employed or in the Arby's line, like you said. We're not sure. We're gonna end up sending out a search team for Sierra. Yeah, all of YouTube is going to get. Where is Sierra?
Nah, I just read that guy Jerry's comment. If your missing daughter is a solid 8 or above, he can probably find her. That was a good one. That was
Listen,
that
Jerry's
gets around to the
hilarious,
play.
and it's so true. Like
That sounds great. I just had to make sure that comment was appreciated to its full, glory.
Lolo, is that SOS being played in the background? What SOS? Did I miss something? Hey, Google, resume. Jerry, you're hilarious. I would not have probably seen that comment if Austin did not point it out. Austin, please go on cam and stop being a weirdo.
But
I
I
mean,
don't
I
feel
did
like
tell you you didn't
holding
have
my
to be on
phone.
camera.
Like you gotta, your shit sits there by itself. I don't feel like sitting here holding my phone.
What? What did you just say?
I don't feel like sitting here holding my phone to have a camera on me. Like you're sitting in front of a camera, whereas
Yeah.
I have a phone laying on my nightstand.
So you would just be like this.
You would
That's the
just be
best angle for our age, like the up top angle looking down.
no,
It's a
no.
good
It's the
angle.
phone is on my nightstand. I don't feel like my arms are tired. I've been working all day.
This is every
I don't.
excuse in the book.
Yeah,
What is
it's
this,
two
man? An
o'clock in the
ostrich?
morning.
What do you
I don't
not
be
have
getting home
arms?
until
What's wrong with
6
you?
or 7 o'clock at night. I'd be tired as hell. I've been running around all night. And you're all like, oh, yeah, just hold your phone up directly above your skull for like 2 hours while we live stream. Like, yeah, my arms absolutely feel like doing that. Sure.
So Lolo is saying that she heard some noises beeping in the backgrounds. Does anyone else hear it? I didn't hear it. Austin, did you hear it?
Not that I'm
Beeping?
aware of.
I didn't hear it. Lolo, I don't know.
Those are
Austin is a bit of an alien, so maybe he's about to be beamed up, Scotty. I don't know,
those are
but
auditory hallucinations and could possibly be indicating some kind of medical condition. This is not medical advice. I am not a doctor.
I've heard you tried to be a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you referencing? I'm curious.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes,
Hey, yo.
and North Cowgirl. Listen, let me turn Google off. Hey Google, stop. I'm playing some editing music, if that's what you heard. Hi. Listen, let me turn Google. You're gonna need to turn your YouTube off in the background. I'm playing some editing music, if that's what you heard.
One of y'all is.
Hi. Hold on. Austin.
That's called feedback.
Turn your YouTube off in the background.
Okay.
That's what that is. Look how smart you are.
I'm intelligent, yeah.
Yeah. Please don't do the Family Guy voice. We'll have 5 people in here watching. Don't do it.
Is that better?
Every time you bring me on.
Yes, I
Yeah, I
can
don't
hear
hear
you,
any-
North Cal girl.
Yeah.
So what's going on this Friday night for you?
Oh, I just saw you were live and drinking bourbon, so I thought I'd come up and talk some shit with you.
Hey, girl, that's my favorite type of time. Let's do it.
Hey, yo, I'm mad about the state of Delaware and bourbon. I'm about to take a bourbon run to Pennsylvania or something. This is awful.
Yeah, our liquor stores close at 1 a.m.
No, I'm saying this. I'm not even talking about that. Like one of the bourbons that I used to like to drink all the time, like years back, it was like $30 a bottle, right? Not bad, not expensive, not cheap. It's like they're like trying to sell it for $100 to $150 in Delaware now. Just I don't understand. Like, why is bourbon in particular like 5 times more expensive in this state than anywhere
I don't
else?
know, Austin. Ask North Cal girl. I don't know the answer to
Don't
your
ask
question,
me.
sir.
Everybody was
I'm
leaving
sorry.
California. Now they all want to come back, So bring it
let's
on,
talk
people.
about that. Yeah, let's
So I'm
definitely
not-
talk about that because there were so many people that were like leaving out in droves of California and they were all going to Texas. Now they want to come back. Why? Because of the Roe of Wade or
Yep.
what's going on? Is that why?
We're a safe haven. So everyone that
but
left is
Anywhere
going to
that's
come
not
back.
anywhere that's not the Bible Belt, basically, or the Midwest is a safe haven.
Really?
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna counter you both. I'm
Okay.
gonna counter you both, and I am not a conservative, okay? But I'm gonna counter you both. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate because here's the thing with California. I don't know if you guys watch Bill Maher. I do a lot. And Bill Maher back in the day used to rave about California, how he loved the state. He just loved the state. But it got to the point where California's taxes are so insane that people can barely live. And not
well, it's
just
not just
that.
the taxes.
yeah.
There's regulations are
No,
also
for sure.
really horrific.
one at a time, please. But do you guys
That's what she
remember
said.
the lady that stormed the Capitol? Everybody, Austin, stop laughing. It's not funny. So she stormed the Capitol. She drove from California to Washington,
Is that
D.C.
the one that got trampled?
Yes, she is. She's literally the one that got trampled.
She was the one that was triggered
She got
and made all the memes.
Jesus Christ. Austin, stop. Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's not my
Don't
fault.
give
It's
me-
funny.
Don't give me like I'm being serious. So yes, she got.
Austin started it.
I know you're doing this. You're doing this. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna wake up to 5 subscribers. I swear to God, they're gonna be like that.
I don't
heartless
know
bitch.
why you insist I come on here, and then you're like, Austin, stop misbehaving. And I was like, who do you think I is?
I have to
It's
monitor
me.
you. Why do men after 30 have to be monitored? What is wrong with you people? What
I
is
just
wrong with you penis havers?
I don't have any regard for these, you know, these rules and you know, all the community standards and all that crap they have going on.
What?
I don't care
on,
about
hold
it.
on.
Not you. I'm talking about
bless
Lola in
it.
the chat here. Lola, what are you talking about? Is that the one who wore an adult diaper on the drive? Oh, she's talking about the storming of the building. No, it was a female. This lady drove from California to Washington, D.C. And it's just Austin is laughing because it's extremely ironic. She she stormed the Capitol building. She got I can't. Why do you keep doing this? Okay, so there was a lady with a no tread on me flag, and there was on a treading. Okay,
Come on,
so
man. You can't say this kind of shit and expect me not to crack up.
I know,
Oh,
but either way,
God.
okay. So this lady actually lost her life for this cause. She did. She lost her life, and she's from California, and she was so far in debt. And I learned this from Bill Maher's show. She was so far in debt in California, and she had got so extreme into the what is it called? QAnon. Oh, what's it called?
There
Whatever.
was a QAnon thing or whatever. There's all sorts of
QAnon,
conspiracy
QAnon,
and
however you spell it.
yeah.
But she got so far into that she felt so compelled that she needed to drive to Washington, D.C., and she got killed. She lost her life. But why is my mother calling me? Okay, we're gonna have to answer it. Hello? Who
Do
is
you
this?
not have
You
anything but
called me,
pictures
Mom.
on?
Are you still on live?
Yes, I am.
Don't put
You
me
wouldn't
on.
sniffle?
Well, you're already on the live. I have you on speakerphone and everything. Everybody can hear you.
Hey, Ma.
I didn't want to be. Who's that?
That's NorCalGirl.
Oh, hey, NorCalGirl. No, I didn't want to be on live. I
Smoke.
just wanted to say change the subject or something.
Change the subject. Do
But
you?
Austin's getting a little too messed up with this Planned Parenthood, and since Roe people want to really talk about.
I love when my mom calls to chastise my friends on my panel about the topic of my live streams. Again, I'm 41.
We will repent for our sins.
Subject, and it's not good to be making jokes about it.
Mom, I am a person. How do you not know me? Like, how do you
These
not
are
know me?
my
I'm
tame
a
jokes.
person that humor drives everything. This show doesn't have a topic. It's 2:20 a.m. in the morning. This is the late night crew. This is people that can talk about things. Lisa Jones, chat, whatever. Agreeing to disagree. Everybody's fine.
All right.
All right. Love you. All
Love you.
right. Bye.
Hi, Francis.
Okay. So, she's not going to say bye to anyone. She doesn't like the topic. She's trying to run my live stream from her own house.
Your mom doesn't like me in general.
So, yeah, like when does this stop? I'm a mom. When does this stop, you guys? Does
You're
do your
doomed
Never.
for
mother still
life.
parent you? Like,
You're a mom.
I am a
You
mom,
you,
but
you
when
are
does it stop?
conscripted. It's a lifelong sentence.
Look, here's Zoe. Zoe has a comment about this. I'm the same age as you, babe, and my mama still tells me off. My mom tries to run my life, Zoe. I am on my own personal channel, okay, that I built with my friends. She's calling in at 2. Why is she even awake? Mom, why are you awake? And you know what? I know she's still watching. That's the craziest part. There would not be 21 people, a whopping 21 people in here right now if my mother
Oh
was
my
not on
God, I'm
here. It would
literally
only be 20.
famous.
Austin, we need to hand the mic over to NorCalGirl. NorCalGirl, I want to hear all about you.
Yes.
What is your sign? That's what I'm going to start with.
I'm Aquarius.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. We got the trio. So, what you find people are seing is the Trinity. Okay. If you watch Dexter, you'll appreciate that name. But either way, you have the Gemini. Austin is the Libra, and with NorCalGirl, we have the Aquarius. These are all 3 air signs. We are talkers. We might
Yep.
even be talking. Hey, Cynthia, how you doing, Bill? I might do a guest appearance on Cynthia's show. We still have to hammer out those details.
I'm not
But
actually a talker. Jess threatens my life for me to come on here. This is a cry for help.
Austin, come on camera and blink twice if you need help. Like, go do it.
I'm blinking.
Yeah, well, nobody can see you. That's the thing. Nobody knows that you need help. So that this is
You
me.
can't hear me blinking.
No, this is me trying to manipulate you onto cam. I'm also going to try to manipulate NorCalGirl onto cam as well. No takers. Come on, you guys. We are the communicators of this
My
Zodiac.
phone is
Yes,
slow as fuck.
Austin.
You gotta realize it
Austin
takes
for the
time for it to
win.
do anything.
Hi,
Happy
sir.
now? Bye.
Well, let me
What?
letting me.
You are the lamest ever.
Because I'm not gonna
NorCalGirl.
sit here and hold my phone the whole time. I'm seriously don't feel like doing that.
So lazy. Yeah, listen, Cynthia. The late night squad is lazy as shit. Also, what kind of pot have you smoked? Hi, Molly. You smoked this sativa? We lost NorCalGirl again. We're not giving her the mic, Austin. You're taking over. You're camming up. I'm running my mouth. Oh, she's back. Okay. NorCalGirl, please cam up. I just want to see
She's
your
trying to get her
lovely
cam on is what she's trying to do. That's probably why I backed her up.
No, she's in here. She is having
I'm-
issues.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with my connection tonight. It's not letting anything work.
So you
The
can't cam up at
NorCal
all?
connection is falling through.
Yeah,
Thank you, Captain
you guys
Obvious.
are making me feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. You're fine. You don't have to cam up. I'm just goading you too. Let me
Yeah,
tell
I mean,
you.
I'm not
So,
turning my. I don't care about being seen by people.
well, same. So here's what we're gonna do. But maybe NorCalGirl does. I don't know. We're not gonna shame her for it. But either way, I think this would be a fun little game. We're all gonna guess what NorCalGirl looks like. So just for me, I'm gonna go first, obviously. So NorCalGirl for me would look like a blonde-haired short. I feel like you have short blonde hair. I feel like you're white. I feel like you have some piercings. I feel like you have some tattoos. And I feel like you're bubbly. Yes or am
You
I?
have-
How far off am I?
You have all of it right, except for I have long blonde hair.
Oh, see? Boom. Damn, I'm good. Austin, if I could give you my skills so that you could find a girlfriend, I would.
That's the thing that I don't want to find at this point. I mean, maybe if I bump into a chick by accident for a night or two is cool, but
Why don't you just say you want a one night stand without saying you actually want a one night stand? Because that's
well,
what
I
you
thought it
just
sounded
said.
funnier saying bump into them for a night or two.
Bump into them. That
Yeah.
you know what?
I just
I'm
what you
kicking
don't
you
like
off.
my wording? You don't like my wording, Jess? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I don't. This is why we've lost NorCalGirl again. Every time you say something outlandish, her internet comes out, Austin. You are killing her internet. Stop it.
Crashing
NorCalGirl,
the
I just
internet.
told him that he's killing your internet, clearly.
Every
Okie
time I
mom.
try,
I love Okie mom.
every time I
Oh,
try to
Okie
cam
mom
up,
in the
it kicks
house.
me. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, we got Okie Mom in the house. What have I missed? Who's on panel? What are we talking about? Okie Mom, this is an open panel. We are talking about all types of things, all types of stuff. A, because Austin camped up for a whole 15 seconds. So A would be Austin. That is my best friend. For some
I
odd
said
reason,
hi. Be grateful I did that.
he decided to name himself Austin Christ on YouTube. Who knew? Who knew?
You named me that yesterday. You said something Austin Christ, and I was like, it's got a good ring to it.
I was
So here
yelling
we
at
are.
you.
I am Austin Christ.
I was like, Austin, Christ. And he was like, oh, that has a good ring to it. So here he is. And then we have
Yes.
NorCal Girl. She hasn't canned up yet either, but I basically described her and said I had it all right. But she has long blonde hair.
Hello.
Yeah, and there's NorCal Girl. NorCal Girl,
Okay, so
if you don't mind, do you have a real name or do you just want to keep your name as it is?
I'm
No
going to
pressure.
keep it at
No pressure.
NorCal. That's okay. I
No,
actually
that's
came up here because I wanted to ask you some questions, and then Jim showed up and threw me off and threw off all my energy. Now I have to come back to what I care for.
he has that
You
effect
read-
on people.
Yeah. So I know you read tarot. I
do.
also read tarot. It's been handed to me from my great grandmother to my grandmother, my aunt's tarot. I've been reading off the same deck of cards for 20 years. I've lost touch or kind of I don't know, emotionally, spiritually detached somewhere within the last maybe 4 or 5 years. And I'm really good at it, and I love reading. I just want to know, we these phases of connection and then displacement, but how do I check to that side? Because I've totally lost connected and I miss it and I just feel lost. So that's why I came here tonight to ask you about that. But I didn't want to derail your conversation and you guys.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm having a couple of drinks too, so we're hanging out. So I'm
Oh
open.
no, we're not talking about anything important. We're just shooting the shit. Feel free to.
What I would say to you
seek
is that
what you want to find.
Austin, I believe this question is for me, sir. Unless you want to answer, go ahead.
I mean, I was just, supporting it. That's all.
Austin's supporting. He's supporting right now. So what I would say to
So
you,
grateful.
NorCal Girl, is have you had any recent or like traumas, like severe things that have happened to you? Because I'll tell you this just about myself. Every reader is different. Every tarot reader is different. We're all our own individual beings, right? So this past year of my life has been horrendous. Truth be told, horrendous. Okay. And I've somehow I'm here. Okay. So there's been days, weeks where I have not wanted to read my cards at all, where I have not felt connected at all. And I've pushed myself to do that. And this sounds really silly to some people or whatever, but I literally do this just for me. This is what works for me. You kind of have to find what works for you. But what works for me is, and this is a silly thing, but I like to take my shoes off and I like to just walk outside, and I like the grass. I like feeling the earth under my feet. Call me Carol King, but I like feeling the earth under my feet, and it does something for me. I don't know. Yeah, for me, there's a lot of decompressing when something traumatic happens. There's a lot of grounding that happens. And I do all of that, and it always pulls me back to my cards. But I definitely understand what you mean at what you're saying, where you just like are like, no, like I don't know what's happening, but I don't feel this connection anymore. You're actually losing connection with yourself. Um, and you have to find that connection again. That's what it is.
So what kind of
You know,
word?
something I can.
Oh, go ahead, Austin.
Nah, you can go ahead if you got a question about it. I was just going to add a little something to what Jess was saying.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, NorCalGirl. I'm interested in what you were saying.
I was just going to ask, like, what practicing word for, you know, mantra or whatever it is that you do to help yourself get back into the flow of it. I talk about with the grounding, getting barefoot. I do that in the garden. I love to get dirt under my nails, barefoot.
Me too.
I don't care about bugs or spiders or anything
Same.
like that. Like, I dig into that garden when I get into it. But that's happening less and less. I think it really is I need to reconnect with my right. Like, it's not something that's outside of me, it's something that's happening inside of me. I can't put my
Always.
finger on anything like that's happened. I think it's my past that's catching up with me. It's an internal thing that I have to digest and like work out. And then once I do that, then maybe I'll be more open, you know, to spirits and guidance, all the things. I just started following your channel and listened to you, and I listened to how you talk and how genuine and real you are. I just really appreciate it. I just wanted to come here and like ask for some advice, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And I think you had a really great question. Because again, that's happened to me, where I just feel completely disconnected from it. And I don't like the feeling. And I've learned what to do to change that feeling. And it really it all resides in you. Anything outward coming out from you is in you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, if you're angry, if you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're upset, your energy is gonna emanate to everything around you. So I'm not telling you to be fake. I'm telling you to work on that. I'm telling
no.
you to do
Yeah.
things.
Fake. People have asked me to read and everything, and I'm like, I just don't even, I can't even connect. That makes sense. Like, I don't even want to try to read anybody's cards while I'm not like spiritually grounded.
Right. That completely makes sense to me. And I'll tell you, I get very disenchanted when people start really pressuring me to read their cards. I get really standoffish. Like, hold on. Like, you don't understand what you're asking for. You are asking for a lot of energy from me that I may not have at that moment. You're asking for a lot from me and you don't even realize it. You think that I'm just shuffling cards and laying them out. No, it's way deeper than that. And if you don't read tarot, you're just not going to understand that. I never understood
It can
why
be exhausting after you could be
extremely
completely
exhausting.
depleted and exhausted.
Yes, because you really are using your own energy, your own all of that to read those cards. And so, like, for my family and friends, they'll call me, and just be like, Jess, I need you to read my cards. And I'm like, hold on a minute. But I always do it because they ask and I love them. And so I want to do that for them. But they really don't realize like how depleting it can be to me.
Notice I
Especially
never asked you to read my cards, Jess.
you never do. Austin never asked me to read his cards, but I do anyway.
All
Without
the
his
time.
permission. I'll read his cards and be like, hey, can I read your cards? And he doesn't say anything and I'll just do it. Like here.
That was my grandma.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
My grandma would be like, you're sitting down and I'm reading your card. She would like
Dang.
call 2 states away and would read her cards over the phone. And I just read to you right now. My aunt would be like, Ma, it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm going to bed. And she'd be like, I don't care. You need to listen. I have a message that needs to you right now. That was my grandma.
So pissed off. If you're calling me at 2 a.m. to read my cards, you're getting hung up on. Like it's the complete opposite for me. I don't, except for with Austin. Austin's the only person that I force my card reading on. Everyone else calls me, and I'm like, okay, I'll do it. But with Austin, I'm like, Austin, I'm reading your cards. You want to know what's coming in your life? Because I'm going to tell you. And you know what he tells me? Oh, that's wrong. I don't think that's true. No,
Well, you
no, I'm
would just
not
be
like
like,
that.
no, don't read the. Wait a minute. You're completely off the mark there. I've
What do you
said you've
mean?
been pretty spot on a few times. I mean, Jess, we both sat there while you were reading the cards, and they were pretty blatantly obvious what they were talking about, and it was blatantly obvious to everyone in the room. And yeah, I mean, why would you even say that? Like we
Well,
both sat here.
well, because you have been like, well, no, because I think the last time I read your cards, I was saying something about whatever girl you were dating or whatever. And I think I said something, I don't know what I said. I said something to you and you were like, no, that's not true. I'm not holding anything back from her. And I'm like, that's what it was. I was like, you're not telling everything to her for some reason. Why are you not
Oh,
doing that?
for fuck's sake!
Was I right? I was right.
You were not right in any. No, not even a little bit.
Don't you love when you bring your best friends on and they totally discount you to everyone? Like that feels good. So what was I wrong about?
No, you thought you was right about that one, but no, it's
I
okay to
was.
be wrong, Jess. It's okay. It's okay.
Awesome. I stand
It's
by that. That's not the first time I got that for you. So either way,
oh, for fuck's sake!
one day he'll tell me the truth, you guys. So what's everybody going on in chat about? Oh, Jerry, my great grandmother was a spiritual healer. She wasn't a skinwalker, was she?
Oh,
I,
skinwalker.
listen,
They're all
I don't know.
really dumb.
I knew that stream was not going to get a lot of views, and I just wanted to do it anyway to break up the monotony of the constant coverage of the Dylan Rounds case, even though Jim Terry had to make his appearance in here anyway. But either way, that's why I did that stream, the Skinwalker stream. I just thought it was interesting. But Jerry, I'm joking. So yes, she does. LOL, no. Well, that's cool. Who is this? I can't see the name. Oh, Akuna Matata, my girl. My father-in-law could make a table talk, but he didn't do it much because it always brought bad luck. My husband's dad's side of the family was very gifted. My 14-year-old is starting to explore it. Is it a 14-year-old female, I would assume? Akuna Matata? It seems like a lot more females have more intuition. Does anybody agree with that or no? I just feel like that is. Even though we have like medicine men and things like that, shamans, whatever. Yeah, I just feel like women are more intuition based. Like I feel like men are more like the raw, I mean they've
Instinctive primal types.
feel like men.
Yes,
I've
often.
experienced men in my life that are intuition based, but they ignore it. Women and
Yes, we do. And you know what's crazy? Oh, what? Akuna Matata. Just read my comment before that one about his great aunt. Akuna, I wish I could. Because this chat, like, I wish. You know what? I gotta share my screen so my people can see what's going on here.
Can
I
you
have to
finally
share my
share
screen
your
because they're
screen
not gonna
again?
understand it. And I want them to see. So Akuna Matata, this is what I see on my screen. Okay. So like you guys' comments coming up here, I have no control over them. Over here is where I have control. And sometimes it lets me move it like this. Like I'm going to try to move the chat right now. Okay. So it's doing it, but it's not showing me a bar. Like I can only go up so much. I can only do so much. So it's really weird. And so when you guys go on like, other channels and you think that, your favorite YouTube creator or whatever is just not doing that, that's not the case. It's not the case. It is like I have to either pay attention to my guests or chat or try to do both. With my little Gemini duality, I feel like I can do both and I attempt to do both, but I don't always succeed. So there's that.
But you are a mere mortal.
Yes, exactly. I am a mere mortal. Mortal. I didn't say that right. Okay, I butchered the word. Either way.
Eminem.
Mike Dart. In Cherokee culture, okay, the gifts are passed down from female to what is that word?
melon.
Male from female to male or male to female.
From female to
It's
okay.
just
So
there's
he
a
might be
typo.
talking off text.
It's just saying from one sex to another. The gifts are
Yeah,
passed.
so he's basically saying like the
Respectfully.
females like run the show, basically, is what he's saying.
When I said a male could gift a female, like, these, powers, whatever, or, enlightenments, or, whatever he's referencing, or a female can pass them on to a male, is what he said. That's what
No,
I
I
read.
think
That's
I
the way
think
I'm
he's making
thinking.
the point that in that culture, females are dominant because I was just talking about males. I think he's making that point. You
Well, I
smoked
mean, no,
too much of your sativa, sir.
I'm reading this comment right there. I'm staring at it.
Well, maybe he will
I
clarify.
mean,
You're
he
doing a great
said
job,
from
Austin.
male to female
Girl, don't
or
encourage him. Don't
female to
encourage him,
male.
please.
Exactly what he said.
Really go with it.
It's right there.
Yeah, and she in
Hey, wait.
NorCalGirl is just
I
totally
thought we were the
encouraging your behavior.
trifecta.
What?
It's a trifecta.
It's a trifecta.
It's a trifecta.
I am so glad that you are making her laugh. I do love that we have the air sign trifecta. This is what you get with a Gemini, Aquarius, and a Libra. We have all
Isn't
three
all
air
the air
signs. That's
signs or
awesome.
something? That's all of
So,
them.
so Austin, in your face, and you too, NorCal girl, for laughing at Austin's ridiculousness. Pretty much,
Okay.
just women are the boss. See, told you guys. Told you. Disputed. I want a good debate here.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, I'm just reading his other comment. He said from male to female or female to male. That's just the only thing he typed. So what else was there to read?
Exactly.
I mean,
But I read it correctly.
anything else? I mean,
Either way, there's the comment. Pretty much just women are the boss.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, honestly, women are the boss in a lot of unspoken ways in a lot of areas, and I mean,
Well, now
we've
I
talked
want to
about
make
this
Mike
before.
Dark a mod. This is how you
What?
earn your rent, people. You suck up to the creator. You put their guests down. You, that's what you do.
I'm not
And
gonna take this abuse.
imaginary rent that everybody fights over. I don't. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Austin.
With what? Oh, I just yelled, "I'm not gonna take this abuse." I didn't have anything to add to it after that.
Listen, He types this to me on a daily basis. Okay. Like I'll text him, like I'll Facebook messenger him or whatever. And he's like, he'll type in all caps, Jess, I'm not gonna take this abuse. I am not gonna take this disrespect. This is how we
Jess,
what?
Jess,
What?
stop screaming at me.
I am not screaming
Objection.
at you. That's another one that he puts in. Yeah, it's so funny. Can you see why he's my best friend now, right? So, Akun Matata, my husband's great aunt could read regular playing cards like they were tarot cards. She didn't want to read Hub's cards until she saw sorry, his palms. Well, that's interesting. Was she a Gemini by chance, Akun Matata? Because we really like hands. I'm not a palm reader, but I'm a Gemini. Gemini's every different sign is connected to a different part of the body. So like Gemini is connected directly to the hands and the lungs. We often have smoking problems. We often have lung problems, and we really like people's hands. I'm just asking. But either way,
So
she
you've got
didn't
a hand fetish, is what you're saying. That was a really elaborate way to say you have a hand fetish.
It was, but I was trying to. A lot of Geminis are like this. I promise you. If they're in the chat, they'll agree with me. She didn't want to read Hub's cards until she saw his palms, but that scared him out of letting her read his cards. Yeah, listen, I don't ask to do that. Like, actually, I'm usually asked to read people's cards, but um. So let's see. Oh, Kuna Matata sending NorCalGirl some love. Oh, what's Virgo, Jess? Colleen, why are you asking? Why are you asking what Virgo? Are you a Virgo, Colleen? Why are you asking that? I'm just asking why you're asking because I have some things to say about Virgos if you would like. NorCal girl. I'm not gonna say they're good or bad. Like from my sign's perspective, not good. I would never match up
She's
a
the complete opposite of me.
what?
My sister are complete opposites. Nice, like
So your sister's a Virgo?
100% opposite.
Is your sister a Virgo or Cowgirl?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing with Virgos, okay? They are absolutely cerebral people. They definitely think with their minds like air signs do and not with their hearts. But we have a fundamental difference. These three people, myself, Austin, and NorCal Girl that you see, we are all three of the air signs, the Gemini, the Libra, and the Aquarius. And pairing that up in a romantic relationship with a Virgo is a really bad idea. We will understand the intellect because air signs are just naturally intellectuals, but they're also very free spirits. All three of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, we are free
Geminis.
spirits at heart, and Virgos are not. Virgos prefer a more structured thing, a more structured home, a more structured life. And a Virgo and a Libra and an Aquarius are gonna want to do things their own way whenever they want to do things their way. So I would never pair those two signs or a Virgo to any air sign. I would absolutely pair a Virgo with an earth sign, like a Taurus, a Corpus or a Capricorn, or a Virgo. I would pair you guys with that. Virgos are your best sign is a Taurus, and that is at the end of April, like April 21st through May 21st. That's your ultimate pairing. Um, that's what's good for you. So, but anyway, sorry,
I'll
I'm
never
giving.
date a Taurus again.
Yes. So Lisa Jones in the house. She wants to reiterate that she is a Leo and she ghosts people. Lisa, I don't know if you want to say that to Austin because Austin is a Libra and Libras and Virgos go together like this. And Austin's last relationship was with a Leo and she ghosted like a 3-year relationship out of nowhere. Lisa Jones, we are going to take you to task.
I got
We
the
need you
house
to answer
though.
the question. Why do you people do this? We want to know. Why do Leos ghost? We need to know why Leos ghost. We just need to know. Because in all actuality, every like in my sort of younger years up until my maybe early 30s, like most of my best friends were all Leos and they all ghosted like after years of friendship for no reason. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? Are you Leos okay? Do I need to take your temperature? What is going on here? So Lisa Jones, I need you. I need the answer to this. Hakuna Matata apparently finds this hilarious. Hakuna Matata, if you're one of the people that got ghosted by a Leo, you would not be laughing, ma'am. You would not be laughing. I will pass you some toilet paper because you will still be drying them damn tears. When them Leos dip out, we're like, what? Wait, hold up. I thought we had what's going on here? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm telling you. I've had best friend Leos. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Like, what's going Austin could probably tell you more about that, though, honestly.
Yeah, what was Frankie? Was she a Leo too? Yeah,
Yes.
she was, wasn't she?
Yes. I plead the fifth. I'm on the cusp. I hate it. What cusp? What cusp are you on? I plead the fifth. I've seen you in some chats, ma'am. Or sir. I don't even know if that's a ma'am or a sir. It looks like a ma'am because
Don't
it look
don't
I can't
start
see the full.
assuming. Don't start assuming things, Jess.
I have a strong jawline, it looks like from this angle, Austin. Can I swim against other males or no?
I mean, I'm not gonna stand in your way.
If I win a trophy, is it mine?
I mean,
Yes.
the thing is, I'm never gonna care about trivial bullshit like that. There's like so many other things to care about in life.
Yeah, but
I
this is
just
what we're talking about the United States here, people. This is what people do. They take these benign issues and they
there's
become
like
the hot topic
real
issues.
there's like
Meanwhile, the
real things to
politicians
actually
are over
care
here
about.
just milking us, effing stuff up, doing all types of stuff, and we're fighting about which bathroom we can go into.
Yeah, there's what I mean. Like I said, you know what? If it's that complicated, just have 2 universal bathrooms, whatever. I
No,
don't care.
3. We need
I
3.
I, I re-
We need a
okay,
females,
dude.
a males, and a transgenders, and that's it. Just 3.
Yeah, I
And
don't care.
I feel the
Shit,
same
throw
way
another
with the
bathroom in there.
sports.
I mean, hell,
I
it creates jobs for Americans to add a 3rd bathroom in public. I don't care at all. Like I said, there's 1,000 other things to talk about in the world, and it's like all the crap that
well,
that
we've
the
always liked to
divisive
talk
issues
politics.
and
I just
people
don't
try
talk
to
it on my
pull up.
channel, but
Yeah, well, you know me, I'm always gonna bitch about some kind of politics, especially on a day like today, where they're just like trying to enslave the womb and stuff like that. Like,
screw your
baby
womb.
factoring them.
Today was screw your womb day. I feel like in 100 years, like we have Juneteenth, right? So I feel like in 100 years we're gonna have Wombteenth, and it's gonna be today,
Coin it
and
now.
everybody's gonna
Trademark it.
celebrate it.
Trademark it, Jess.
I think I'm gonna trademark that Wombteenth.
Trademark the word so that when if it does come to pass, you can even like pass a trademark on your kids or something like that. Like when it does pass, I'm like, all right, we own it. We own it. Womb
Like, how
team.
dare you tell me what to do with my freaking womb? I did what I wanted to
You
do
have
with
the
it.
rights to all the
I
T-shirts.
impregnated it. I let a penis haver do some things. I impregnated it. Now I would like to remove the cells. You're telling me I cannot. Why? Womb teeth. Womb teeth is June 24th, 2000. That's gonna be the new banner. We're gonna have to champion this.
I'm gonna reiterate the ad from earlier that in the state of Delaware we are offering the services of escorting anyone who needs to go to Planned Parenthood and wants to feel safe amongst the crazed protesters that be out there. We will happily
literally hate
escort you.
Okay.
I will show up in a Speedo. No one will even know you're there because they'll be in such grotesque and horror.
You know what? Please forgive my friend. You know, he may
Just
or
in
may
case
not
there's any
be a
newcomers who
little
hadn't heard
off,
that, it's
okay?
probably the same people, and I just had to remind you of that horrible image. But you know,
No, we're getting ready to put a new thing up. We're getting ready to put a new banner up, and it is this. I don't think we
Planned
have
Parenthood
to.
escort services.
Oh, Austin Phipps. Hold on. Oh, where's my ticker? I just wrote it. Womb teeth. Bitches. Womb teeth was yesterday, technically. So I'm gonna write it again. We're gonna womb teeth. Why am I laughing? Because this is totally against my people here.
Womb.
My people meaning you know, the ladies. But anyway, so
Is
yeah,
that the
we're
remix?
gonna start a movement. Womb teeth. Womb teeth. And you know what? If you know how to
Hashtag womb teeth.
no, what's it called when you make sounds out of your vagina? A queef.
A
If you
queef.
know how to make a queef and can class it 6 times for June 17 or what's the date? 24. Well, that's a lot of
That's a
class.
lot of kegling right there. That is a lot of
Yeah,
kegling.
that's a lot of slapping of the things. So why don't we just, you know, for womb teeth, if you ladies can manage an internal clapping, and I think you can.
I knew it. I knew a
within
chick
your
that could do queefs on command. She could. You want me to see if I can get her on the phone?
You're so dumb. You're so dumb. No, please don't. But listen, I swear, I'm about to mute my mic. Stop.
I have to censor myself so bad right now. all the filters are coming out.
He's so ridiculous. This guy. If I let Austin go full Austin, I would not have a channel anymore, nor cowgirl.
No, this is tame version of me.
This is the
You
most
said it. You
tame
said it
version of
first, though. I didn't come out and be like, "Hey, queef," but you said it first. I was like,
we just started a movement together, the 3 of us. Womb teeth. June 24th.
Power.
I'll put it on a T-shirt. You can order it right on Amazon.
What did NorCalGirl say? What did you say?
I said it's trifecta pussy power.
Well, we don't want to encourage people to grab them. We don't want to do that.
No.
So
Grab them like a bowling ball. God. That was the.
What is it? What is it? One in the pink, 2 in the steak. What is it? 2 in the pink, 1 in the steak. What are we talking about?
Oh my God! I don't know why you invite me on your channel. I don't know what possesses you to do that.
Love it. Are we really talking about 1 in the pig and 2 in the stink, or what?
I mean, we were talking about that the other day. You were talking about we were going to buy a private island or whatever. And you're gonna be like, the motto is gonna be grab 'em by the pussy. I was like, nah. I was like, I'm not stealing that slimy bastard's quote. I was like,
Wait.
our motto
You
is gonna be grab
cannot
them
make
like a
a
bowling
statement like
ball.
that without giving prior context. You're really going to have my subscribers thinking that I want people grabbed by the vagina. You have to give the whole context of
Well, I
the
can't remember
conversation.
the whole context because I have memory problems. You'll have to fill in the rest.
Exactly. Look at him just spewing out the worst parts of me. I I did not listen. There was context to that. Okay, Austin over here trying to kill the channel. Mike Dart. Jess, I have an off-subject question. Oh, yes.
Oh, here we go.
Absolutely, Mike. What are your thoughts about Monkey Mar redacting that girl's name out of that call that crazy PI shared after 5,000 people viewed it and 2 days later? I think she made the right call with that. I think that was appropriate for her to do. I do think that she knows Jim and she maybe should have expected it. But it really shouldn't have been said. So that's it. But if she's gonna try to make it right and redact it, I'm not gonna hate her for it. I'm not a drama channel. So, people do what they want. And you asked me a question, I answered it. Yes, North Cal girl.
I think
Go ahead,
that a
Bill.
lot of the creators that are having Jim join the channels right now haven't his history. They know exactly
Yes.
what he's gonna say or what he's gonna do when he jumps up on panel, and I think it does kind of go back to it is responsibility for resources before she has the panel. But there is a lot of shit that comes
I
up.
totally agree. And this is why I did a live stream, like basically telling you guys I was on the fence. I didn't know that I wanted to bring him up. I didn't know if I wanted him spewing all this gay stuff with Dylan out. Here's what I'll say publicly about it. Number one, Jim Terry and the rest of the YouTubers are wrong. There's not 3 brothers. There is 4. Okay, so there's a little tidbit of information for them. The 4th brother in the Wadsworth family is a great guy. So it's no wonder that people do not speak about him. Scott Wadsworth, who I've seen doxed on several channels, has zero, and I mean absolute zero to do with Dylan Rounds or anything like this. He does not live in Utah. He does not live in Nevada. He lives in Idaho. He literally has nothing to do with this, but he's been doxed several times on YouTube for no reason. I am not in the business of sticking up for pedophiles or people that do untoward things toward children or young people. And Scott Wadsworth has done those things. Okay. But when we're speaking about a case, we want to keep it on the people that are relevant. You do not back up your suspects with people that are in their family that are also bad. That's just not how that works. And I feel like that's what Jim is doing. Like, hey, Kurt has this really bad brother and he's a pedophile and he's registered. Look at his record. And people have. And he is. He's not a good guy. That's facts. But also, facts are that this guy, Scott Wadsworth, literally has nothing to do with Lucen, Montello, nothing. Lives in Idaho, has nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Okay, so while he is a bad character, he has nothing to do with the case. It's the same as the 4th Wadsworth brother that people are not talking about because I don't think they've discovered him yet. So I am not going to out his name, but I will tell you that he has been married for a long time. He's a good guy. He has no record. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. He doesn't do anything. He lives a life with his wife and his children, and that's what he does. And so nobody has brought him out or said anything about him. This is what bothers me about the true crime community on YouTube is that it bothers me, and then this is okay. Let me say it like this. My sources, when I first began talking to them, I told them straight out. I was like, listen, this case is mysterious. I was like, and I want you to understand YouTube. It's brutal. It's vicious. They will absolutely find every single person in your family. They will out them. They will out every single thing about them. I don't know that they fully believed me, but I do know that as of this moment, they absolutely believe that. And they are looking in different directions, like, what the hell? Because several of my sources have been names on channels, big channels, and they have nothing to do with this at all. And they've actually been placed on the suspect list. And I chuckle because I know the reality of it, but it's not funny. It's not funny to them, like as a person, as a friend, as a family member. It's not funny to them. This is real life for them, and it's really upset them in major ways. Because not only do they care about Dylan, they also don't want their lives ripped apart, and I understand that. I sympathize with that. So Jim Carrey told me, really our first phone call, I believe, that, oh, your sources don't want to come on. They don't want to show their face. Well, they're not credible. Okay. Well, then to you, they're not. Whatever. Just because you've like recorded people behind their back and then go plaster them all over YouTube, does that make you more credible
Yeah.
or shady?
Nope.
Yeah. So again, I did call J Transport today. I videoed it. I'm not going to share it, but I do have it. And I did video that call, and I asked J Transport, who Sierra worked for, if Sierra still had a job. And I'll just say this, his voice sounded downtrodden, and he was like, yeah, I can't answer any more questions on my attorney's advice. And I said, okay, good luck. And he said, thank you. And that was the end of the call. So
Mm.
I don't know if Sierra is working at Aubrey's, like Aubrey's. That's my daughter's name. What did he say? What did he say? Arby's. I don't know if Sierra is working at whatever or not. She may still have a job there. She might not. I really would imagine that if she does still have a job there, it's probably a hostile work environment. Everybody's probably super tight-lipped. Jordan J has lawyered up. And they're not doing this. They're not playing this game. They're not going to be playing the YouTube game, they're talking to law enforcement like they should, and that's it. And I respect them for that. So,
Good.
yeah, and if Sierra retains her job, Sierra, it's, you've worked there for 4 years, and it's probably going to take you about 10 to rebuild the trust. But I'm sure you can do that in a number of ways. for your boss. Like okay, I'm being rude. I'm sorry. I
No,
get
I think
it.
and she didn't know she was being recorded, and she didn't know that it was going to be played on social media for everybody to hear. I mean, honestly, in
Right.
her defense,
Yeah, I did a live stream on it. I timestamped it. He told her twice. This is just between us. This is between you and I. Wrong. You forgot to mention that this was between you and me and the whole of YouTube. He didn't mention that part. So when she says to him, "Oh yeah, we were watching YouTube videos today, and you were on there, and we just all 100% agree with you." My boss didn't tell me what was talked about in these things, but we're just assuming that what you're saying is what it is. Okay. And I'm so afraid to talk to you because I'm gonna lose my job. I hope she didn't lose her job. I hope she can regain the trust of her employer. Personally, if I was her employer, I would never trust her a day in my life again. She would be fired if I employed her. But that's up to Jordan J, and that's his business. And I hope it just literally serves as a lesson to other people that want to reach out to this PI. Jim, hi Jim, you're still watching. I know you are because you have nothing better to do. But either way, stop doing this to people, Jim. Just stop it. You can record conversations, but those conversations should be handed over to
consent.
family and to law enforcement, and that's it.
Yep.
You can't record conversations in all states, but I don't know what state they're in, nor do I care.
Well, Jim's a one-party state, so he made sure to make clear this is not illegal, you a-holes. Austin, you haven't seen Jim, have you? Can I
Oh
show
no,
you him?
I don't even care about him.
Well, just look at how
Austin does not
name,
watch
like
YouTube.
how quickly just is the end of like, it's just
I mean, I was falling asleep while you were talking about him. That's how important he is to me. I could not care any
Also, I
less
swear
about
to
that
God,
man.
I will drive to your house and personally smack you and possibly strangle you.
oh no,
I
personal
mean,
threats, Jess. No.
that's
Report me.
I mean, you're the Delaware Strangler, so
I am. I absolutely am. That's me. That's who I am, the Delaware Strangler. Listen, it's just, here's the thing with Jim. Jim infuriates me on a weird level, and he intrigues me on a different level. So I kind of do this with everyone. You guys would definitely not see Austin up here as my guest, as a person that I basically threatened to come on. But the reality is that
you
people
absolutely threatened
that
to come
come
on.
into my sphere, I do. I pay attention to you. I pay attention to what you say. I pay attention to how it is. I pay attention to what's going on. With Jim, the first phone call, he was so sensationalized. Hey, how are you? This is Jim Terry. I want to give you an exclusive. And I was like, what? Tyler's here. Tyler's mom's here. Tyler's stepdad is here. Our whole family's here. The kids are running all around. And this guy's screaming in the speaker of my phone that he wants to give me an exclusive. And I'm like, an exclusive about what? Okay. He starts digging for information with me right off the bat. So do you know about this person? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, what do you know about them? So I told him right off the gate, like, listen, I'm not giving you my sources. So if you're looking for that, that's not going to happen. So once I started like standing up to him, he backed down. He took his position. What I see with him on Zav Girl's channel and Monkey Mar's channel is he absolutely has control. They And this is, listen, ladies, Zav, Monkey Mar, and your Australian host, nothing against any of you. Okay? You run your channels how you want, and I run my channel how I want. But I know how important it is to let a guest speak. I also know how important it is to cut that guest off when they are being ignorant, inflammatory, very rude and disrespectful to a family that is literally missing their child and didn't have anything to do with his disappearance. You guys just let him go on. Why? Why do you do that? That's not cool. It's not cool at all.
It's not cool, bro.
No. Because you're letting this guy. There's a 19-year-old kid missing. That's the bottom line of this. A 19-year-old kid missing. And he's not here to say, yes, you're right. No, you're wrong. Defending yourself. Any of this shit. He's not here to say it. But this guy's speaking for him. Even though the family has said we are done. He doesn't work for us. He doesn't represent us. Nothing. This guy's still going on. Dylan was gay. Dylan was gay. He's having this affair, blah, 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 blah. Even if that was true, Jim, do you think the whole of the internet needs to know that? Or do you think his parents and law enforcement need to know that? What do you think? As a PI, what do you think? You're the professional, not me. I mean, I know I could do what you do and run down to Mississippi and pay $30 and be a private investigator. But
Why would anyone want to go to Mississippi ever for any reason?
Well, I'm going to answer you like Jim Terry would. Ask Jim. That's what he did. Ask Jim.
To visit.
Jim is
I've
from
been to the
Florida.
Mississippi River in Mississippi, but I don't think I ever want to go back.
Jim's from Florida, but his private investigator office is based out of Mississippi. Why do you think that is? There are 5 states in the country that will allow you to buy a private investigator's license for a minimal fee without a background.
Mississippi has some of the worst education statistics in the United States of America.
Let Austin drop some knowledge on you guys because he's very knowledgeable about world
Useless
and
information.
Yeah, no, but it's not though.
Useless information. All useless.
Not here. It's not. It's useful information because you're exactly right. Why would a man from Florida go to Mississippi to obtain his PI license?
I know people that go from Florida to Mississippi a lot. They're, for some reason, I don't know why. Those states are kinfolk, I guess. You know what I am also doing though?
Yeah.
Falling asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, well you can
I
shut
have
your
to.
pie hole.
I'm about to pout. Thank you so much for letting me come up here tonight.
You're welcome,
Austin.
NorCalGirl. I appreciate you coming up. You didn't say a lot, but I appreciate what you did say. I'm a little
Thank you.
mouthy tonight, so is Austin, so I apologize.
I'm literally falling asleep. I don't know how I'm mouthy.
I
Well,
appreciate
thank
you
you.
guys. Have a good night.
You too, hon.
You
Bye.
do the same.
I just took her off. Tamara, which is a Libra, Austin. Hey.
Librist.
Austin, it is not useless info. This is one of my moderators. This is one of my channel members. And this is one of the people that comes into every single one of my live streams. So whatever you say in response better be nice or I'm booting you. Which you might like because you're tired, apparently. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah,
Stop
no,
being
actually
vulgar.
kick me out just so you can have someone kicked out of your chat for the first time. But it'll just be because I'm going to bed anyway.
Out. I didn't
It
let her
would
finish.
be funny.
But I like her. I mean, she's cool. We just well, maybe me, you, I, whatever. We didn't let her say a lot. I'll carry the show by myself. I do it every damn day. It's not that big of a deal. But I would prefer to have my friend on. I would prefer to have somebody to bounce off topics and things like that because it's just better that way. We can talk to each other. We can talk to chat, yada yada. But
I'm not good at talking when I'm asleep, Jess.
you want me to kick you off?
Yeah, boot me. It'll be funny. That way you can say you've kicked someone off your channel.
Well, I just kicked whatever. But I gotta go pee. Can you carry the chat while I go pee? And I'm being
I'm
serious.
carry it. There's no one to talk to, and I'm falling asleep.
You're not reading the chat that's next to your freaking face.
No, I'm laying here with my eyes closed because
Also,
I'm
you're the worst
falling.
co-host
I
ever.
have been laying here with my eyes closed, listening to you talk for like past 5 or 10 minutes.
Noted. You know what? I'm gonna note this right now in pen.
It's
I
like
want
being
you
on the
guys.
phone. Have you ever never laid on the phone with your eyes closed for it? I mean, I'm sure it's happened at least once. Oh my God, what is that? What is happening? What is this sound? Oh my God. What the what is happening right now? Holy shit. Okay. Does anybody hear this? What is going on right now? It sounds like there's like